need to spam all the channels. You guys need to spam the channels
Oh,
for me.
okay, okay.
How you guys doing today? While you guys do that, you guys doing good? It's Saturday.
Yeah, I'm
It's
doing
been
good,
kind of unproductive, but yeah, doing okay.
It's always unproductive. Tried to go IKEA, didn't work out.
Wait.
How did going to IKEA not work out?
Oh, the line was too big.
Oh,
The line was literally too long.
oh damn.
Yeah.
What do you
And
try-
I
what do
knew
you-
that after waiting for the whole line, there would be no breakfast served. 'Cause they're no longer. That was the real deal breaker right there. I
No
was like, man, I'm gonna wait.
meatballs. What were you trying to pick up at IKEA?
Try to buy the Alex, at the Streamer Classic. You buy the Alex, and then you buy the bigger normal kitchen countertop to put on top of the Alex,
What's the Alex?
and then you get a humongous desk.
I'm not very well versed in IKEA
Oh,
furniture.
it's the standard desk they have.
Okay, got it.
It's the most classic one, yeah.
Got it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Most people may not know the IKEA catalog by heart.
Okay. Let's. I guess I should pull up the thing I need to have pulled up for this.
An uplift desk? Yeah, that's true. Uplift is pretty big deal as well.
Oh, I wish I had an uplift desk. I want to upgrade my desk.
Why, you want to be standing?
Okay. Do we
I do. Actually, I
spam
work from
everywhere
Yeah,
home
yet?
so
they
much.
say good keyboard builds come from the feet up, and standing is the best way to do it. So...
I guess I'll go investigate.
What is this bullshit?
That's the marketing scheme you just told me. I'm just living it down. Oh, hello, Soran.
Oh, hello, Soren. Hello.
Hello, Soren.
Wait, those are Brazil bucks? Those aren't worth anything. I'm just kidding.
With Manofinterests, Hugo, and Diego, and Lightning.
Oh, I can't wait to have some new great, glorious switches from Novelkeys.
Huey.
I ordered some silks to try out.
What a time to be alive. Okay.
Yeah, what a time to be alive.
Did I spam everywhere I need to spam? I think I did. I think so.
Did you? I don't see you. I don't see you posting on Nathan.
Hey, if anyone's, so I'll pay people $5 US each to spam Taya type self promote channel with this link. If you send me a screenshot of it, and if you get banned, I will give you. If you get banned, I'll give you another $5.
Let's go.
What up, Mark?
Oh, Soren's gonna post it. Oh hell yeah, yeah. DM me with a screenshot. And
Oh my gosh.
You do it for free? Oof, what a gentleman.
Thank you for the gift subs.
Oh my god, new types added again. Bless your soul.
See, those of you who are early or lucky, you guys have a higher chance of getting a new types.
The new types special. New types bless his soul.
Bless up. Oh baby, what time is it? It's getting close to our start time. We'll probably start maybe a few minutes later.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna let people in. It is what it is.
Yeah. I don't even have the stream open on the side, but I don't need to.
My broadcaster.
Hello, enemies, friend 22. Do you guys spam your own servers yet? I hope you guys did.
Yeah, I spam my own. You think I have pull in my own community?
Yeah, bruh. Oh, we got a few things to do today. It's gonna be. I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie. This. I think it's fair to say something pretty new. So.
Hey, Soren, thank you. I appreciate it.
For a second, you thought I had a wall of minivans with the stickered bottoms on the wall. No, these are just weeb stickers.
Imagine admitting you're a weeb. Imagine broadcasting it live to the world.
Dude, I'm a weeb with a keeb.
The most dangerous kind. People, the type who is gonna respond after you make fun of their favorite waifu.
Oh, hello, Christopher. Hello, Croissant.
So excited! There's so many familiar names in here.
Yeah. Wall of minivans would be baller.
I don't know if we have a wall that could hold that many minivans. Astolfo, sometimes to be the best girl, it takes a man. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I guess because I have the time now, use the restroom. That's a smart move to not go during the actual show. Go during the pre-show.
The pre-show, yeah, where we actually might read your chat. Otherwise, when the show starts, we ain't read nothing. Can you do this to me? I'm effing fixing the garage. I'm effing in the garage with. Hey, that's your problem for owning a car. Oh wait, where's our jazz music? Oh, where's my director? This is unbelievable. Whose stream am I watching? Diego's?
This is not my
music?
stream, you know? This is not my stream. No jazz music. Think I like sound better without, but feels better with? You mean like music?
There's always I mean, to avoid dead music, dead noise, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's her.
Hey, Olivia, what's up?
I was talking about Victor Lugan __.
Guys,
but sure.
check out the ultimate artisan I just got today.
Is that a little Tykes colored?
Look at this Hander
Okay.
Biteisen.
Did I miss anything?
Oh, a Tanner bite.
Hander Biteisen. It's like Hander Bite theme.
Very cute.
Hold on, I gotta.
Did
fix.
you also not have little toys when you were growing up with tiger parents? I can relate. I understand. That's why I like to. That's why like
I
today
definitely
have all
would
these
not
stuffed
get
animals.
the stuff I would ask for.
Oh yeah.
You'd get appropriate, quote unquote, appropriate substitutes.
You get age appropriate stuff, things that you'll grow into.
Okay. What is childhood? Olivia, childhood? You know what childhood is? It's getting an A. Or failing, because those are really the only two options growing up, right?
Hey, thank you, Steelwind. Appreciate it. Thank you for making me sub to Huey, giving Huey more money.
Thanks, guys. I need that. How else am I gonna afford more keyboards? But really, thanks, and don't forget to follow Hugo and Lightning later too.
Lightning, smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. That's all we're asking for.
Smash all the buttons in front of you right now.
Someone's asking if VODs will be on YouTube. That is true, I believe.
Yeah. We also need to figure out how we're gonna split up the VODs. Because people will. I think people will see. People will see what's gonna happen when it happens. So should we get started pretty soon? Minute and a half, maybe.
I think let's count down 1 minute and then we can get started.
Okay.
All right, actually, let me go get some water.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
This is
my
perfect
God.
time. I told you the pre-show. This is the time to get the bullshit out of the way. Okay.
Man, Pudsey wouldn't walk out on me. I'm just kidding.
No, he just disconnect on you. by accident.
Pudsey, let's maybe. What if he asked Comcast to disconnect him so he can go like use the washroom? Pudsey's the kind of guy who like it's raining indoors and he's like, I'm in the middle of the stream. I can't leave.
Oh baby, baby. Thank you, Nebulant.
Oh, should I start DMing people? Because that's what I learned from keyboard historian himself.
No balls, you won't.
I might not.
It's okay. Be our.
I was DM.
Be our ambassador.
Pudsey DM'd me in a private DM that he was going live on a show with me on it. I was like, "What? I'm literally hosting."
I am aware of this, my friend.
I'm aware. I know. I'll be there.
Okay, I guess we'll with the timer at, once Diego gets back and situated, we're gonna roll the intro.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually an intro that's rollable, as everyone will soon find out. Oh my god, it's so bad. I made it this morning at like 9:30 a.m. So.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready, Lightning? Are you ready, Diego?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hugo, are you ready?
Yeah. Let's cue the intro music.
Huey, am I ready? I'm ready. Chat, are you? This camera. Are you ready, chat? I want to hear. I want to see people being ready in chat.
Press 1 if you're ready.
Then we'll start. And I hope I don't blow your ears out. I'm pretty sure I adjusted the audio beforehand, but if I don't, my B.
I'm also listening to it.
Okay.
All right.
Ready to roll the intro? Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's fucking roll the intro. Let's go. Wait, I need to disable this and then roll the intro. Otherwise, people will hear it twice, and that's not a good thing. But they won't hear you while I have it disabled. So, here we go. Yeah, welcome everyone to no audio, scuffed. There's really no audio. There should have
No
been audio.
Whoa, no audio.
See,
Oh, do we have to run it again? Hell
we
yeah!
gotta
Episode
run it
1,
again.
baby.
episode 1 is very quiet. Was it very quiet or no audio?
No, it's not. Just
So low, scuff.
redo. Hey,
Very
we get to
quiet.
redeem 1 kimchi pass redo. Okay.
Okay, this is probably gonna blow my ears out then.
Okay, blow it out.
In tonight's episode, Hugo walks out of the room, Diego has a hat, and Huey wears a bow tie. It's time for Keyboards Tonight. Yeah, did that work?
Ooh.
This is the first
amazing.
episode. This is literally the first episode, so I have no clue what's gonna work. Okay, it does work. Audio is good. Okay, sweet. We're good. We're good. Welcome everyone to Keyboards Tonight. This is a new show featuring people. But there's a big question that I'm sure a lot of people are asking right now. Why are us three here? Why does Keyboards Tonight exist? That's a great question. Well, some people in the community, they've told me. They've been getting Huey, I'm sick of all these keyboard news shows and these nerdy switch force curve graphs. We want something new. And we want to present something new.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, who has time for all those like wannabe Teja types, jazz background music, keyboard build streams, right?
Yeah, and some of us are real sick of these off the cuff, toxic React Isaacs filled with hot takes. What we need is something a little bit more organized.
And that's what Keyboards Tonight is.
I'm Hugo.
I'm Diego.
I'm Huey, and welcome to Keyboards Tonight. So, obviously, all three of us were into keyboards. And, well, the truth is, we all must like keyboards a lot to make a keyboard show.
Actually, yeah, why do you love keyboards, Huey?
Well, I love keyboards because of the amazing potential for design, and of course, come on, the wonderful community. You can't deny them at all. How about you, Diego?
Like I love the building aspect, of course, and the variety and all the customizability you can have, right? How about you, Hugo?
Yeah, those are fair points. I think the thing I love the most is to be able to have something that is totally unique to you. But also, I love metal rectangles. Oh my god, metal rectangles are so cool.
And how about Alex Zotos? What would Alex Zotos say?
What? Alex Zotos? Alex Zotos isn't here. This is a three-person show, Huey. What are you talking about?
Or is it a three-person show?
Wait.
I love keyboards because not only do they have an amazing community backing, but honestly, they are extremely fun to build.
I like keyboards because it lets me be a bit creative. There's like an infinite number of ways to go about something, but the ideas that do come into that are functional, you can use them every day. So in the end, it's pretty rewarding, and the friends I've made along the way have been really great. They help me out with tons of stuff, they push me to try new things. So having a community that's as supportive as it is has been what's keeping me in the hobby for as long as I have been.
I love keyboards because it's something that I use every day, and I love the idea of customization and making it unique.
I love keyboards because of the nearly infinite possibilities for design that it presents.
I like keyboards because of the vast amount of customization and personality you can get into one keyboard, especially when you find the right combination of parts and you mod it just the way you want it, and the outcome you get is just amazing.
I love keyboards because I can change the sound, look, and feel of it, and make typing more of an experience than just a simple task.
So to me, mechanical keyboards are functional works of art that are inspired by an amazing community.
I like keyboards because of all the weird stuff you can do with them, but I also love keyboards because of the community and my friends.
The keyboards I collect, they all look and sound and feel fantastic, and those premium components are all great, don't get me wrong. But for me, what I love most about keyboards is the hunt for that keyboard. The relationships that I've formed along the way in this hobby are going to last me far longer than my keyboard collection will. So it's cliche to say, but it's about the journey, not the destination.
My name is Ryan Norbauer, and I believe in fancy keyboards because of their ability to call us back to a kind of alternate reality future, to a time when computers meant a great deal to us because they represented an almost unbounded hope in the future and the potential of technology to make the world a better place.
I like mechanical keyboards as a hobby because it has the right amount of DIY and allows me to be creative in a technical environment.
I like keyboards because I've just been around for so long. It's really been interesting to watch the hobby grow. And I like keyboards because they're just cool. You know, it's such a confined space. It's interesting to watch all the innovation.
I love mechanical keyboards because you can make them cute.
Keyboards and the community around them, they allow us to share our experiences with technology and take an object that would otherwise be very mundane, very ordinary, and elevate it to something that can express a person's individuality, their creativity, and share that with other people.
Thank you everyone so much for telling us and sharing with us on why you love keyboards.
All right, so speaking of the reasons why we love keyboards, we had our top investigators poll for some of the most frequently asked questions by newbies and enthusiasts worldwide. And these questions, okay, came up in the hottest channels, namely 5 minutes into Teja type streams and top 10 hits and what is the best r/mechanical keyboard searches and Q&A weekly threads and, you know. But anyway, so these are questions from a hat. So in this segment, which is pretty self-explanatory, I'm going to be pulling a question from this hat, which I've just dumped over here. But basically, each of us in the panel is going to answer each of these questions. And I would like for chat to participate, to contribute as to what you would answer to each question, okay? All right. So let's begin. So the first question we have today is... Okay, Hugo, what is the best design blunder, or what is the worst design blunder that has been made in keyboards?
The worst design blunder. I'd have to say this is slightly controversial because it's not modern. I think the biggest blunder was cutting out the battery insert in the tofu. I think that was such a miss that shouldn't have been there. It could have easily been filled out instead of leaving it cut out. I mean, it sounds really minor because the tofu is so cheap and commonplace, but I feel like it would have been such a better board for a newbie than rather having to deal with that empty space there.
How about you, Huey?
I feel like that was such an inconsequential answer. Like, who the hell cares? What, like,
Hey, I'm doing... Hey, relax.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Okay.
this matters to me, okay?
Hot take. Worst design blunder. Putting a knob on a board. You put a knob on the board, I'm not buying it. I'm done. I'm out. Peace out. If you want to be a knob, be a knob, but I'm not a knob.
Okay, well, I'm gonna one up that. Then I think putting screens on a keyboard is dumb. I think putting the screen is too far. That's too far. Knobs, I'm okay with.
Yes.
The screen, that's too much.
I personally think like just because I build keyboards and stuff, I think the worst design blunders tend to be on plates. So people who use like KB plate builders and like they don't have the cutouts right, the cutouts too tight. I'm talking about you, Q by Quandric over there. Like you have to like file the plates yourself so you can even fit a stab like that. That's pretty bad in my opinion. But you know, just saying. Okay, well that's my answer for that one. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Next one. Everyone asks this question all the time. Every single keyboard that comes out, you'll see on the IC something related to this. Okay, that's which is the best mounting style? Huey.
Top mount. No hesitation. It works.
Whoa, that was so fast. Are you sure? I'll give
Final
you
answer. Yeah.
If you want to take it back, you know, it's
not
fine.
gonna take back top mount. Hell no.
Man, he's so fast. How does he do it? Damn. I was gonna say Tom, but he took it. I'm just gonna say the full O-ring gasket mount. So it has to be a real gasket that goes all the way around. None of this pour on bacon burger sandwich strip kind of nonsense. None of that.
What's a real gasket though?
Yeah, a real gasket. Okay.
We won't go there. But I agree with you. I personally think top mount is the best. It's like the best middle ground between like flexible and rigid, right? Like if you want like more flexible, I feel like you just go with like a half plate or something, or like a thinner PCB, you know, that kind of stuff. But I don't know. Like I think gasket mount has its place, like has its pitfalls. Like you can actually fail to have enough friction for it.
Yeah, so, I mean that would be a design blunder.
True that. I mean, it's a safe choice. It's a safe choice, but I think it's the most reliable. So I would say that's the best one. I'm not sure about
if you had no time to design it, if you had like 30 seconds to slap it onto your keyboard like a mounting style, then yeah, probably top mount. Probably.
Wow, Zambamod's
what's going on?
being savage in chat right now.
Salvation mount?
What do you mean? Olivia's like true gasket or GTFO.
Gasketers will rise up against big keyboard. Top mounters have stayed on top for too long. It's time for change.
This is 2020.
It's 2020. All mounts are acceptable except for tray mount.
Sad but true.
Or calling,
all right,
you know, burger mount, gasket mount. That is not okay.
I mean, they're all a form of a sandwich, right? You could call it a sandwich. You could call it a torta. You could call it a panini.
Oh man, let's not get into is it a sandwich? Because that's a whole nother conversation.
Wait, does that mean if it's a hot dog mount then? If it's
exactly.
only a U?
We're not gonna get into this conversation today. We do not have enough time to decide.
There's that website, right? About yeah. Anyway, okay. All right. Next question. Next question is, best introductory keyboard. Best intro board. I'll go first, actually. I'm just gonna go for Leopold boards. All the Leopold boards are solid entry boards. Yeah.
I would say actually a budget Mac that isn't too bad would be like a Red Dragon. I think is actually totally fine as an intro board. Just to dip your finger into mechanical keyboards. It's pretty affordable. It doesn't break the bank. And you can always lube it and take it apart. That's always feasible.
I would go Philco or Leopold, honestly, these days. I feel like something with Leopolds have so many different size options and keycap options, and they're all well built. I think they also have steel plates. They all feel good, feel pretty decent. They're all pretty moddable. I'd probably with Philco or...
Olivia says HHKB. Do you think that's a good intro board? I'm curious for someone who's...
Actually, for the newest generations of HHKB is actually not a bad idea because the new ones, they don't have any rattle on their stabs anymore, surprisingly.
Programmable.
I mean, if someone's used to the small layout, then I think it's fine. If someone's porting over from a Ducky, but then again, they already kind of dipped their toe, so...
Well, if they have a Ducky, then they have an intro board.
Yeah, they already have the intro board.
Novelkeys entry edition, if you can get one.
If you can get one, yeah, that would be up there.
Just click faster though. So unfortunately, you have to have a good gaming mouse.
You have to already be able to type quickly. You have
Yeah,
to get good.
sorry. Yeah, the entry the edition has a prerequisite: being fast.
Being able to touch type is your entry requirement. No, but actually, for the Leopold answer, I can support that even more because like I've been asked to like desolder Leopolds to like have like new switches go in and stuff like that. And the thing is, they actually have south facing switches, which is I think a huge benefit because it sucks using like cherry profile caps and having the middle rows like catch. And like I mean, like I've used like other cooler master boards, and like they have north facing because of the RGB stuff. But honestly, it sounds terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Anybody have any dash by
Trackball gang? Hey, that's not a keyboard. We didn't even ask that.
That's not a keyboard.
Come on,
it doesn't
man.
exist because it's not in public realm. All right. Next question from a hat. Oh, nice trackball. I actually have never owned a trackball mouse.
Would recommend.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
I
can
have
be more
a
like Teha types. Just another
G Pro wireless.
Just another one.
I was the one who gave him recommendations for trackballs, by the way.
Hey, this is
Bill Teha
the
from the
perfect
ground
question. The perfect question to come right after. It's a submission by our top investigator, Keyspresso. What is the MXS? What is the MX5 Miata of keyboards?
Oh no.
HHKB.
It's probably HHKB.
Yeah, probably like a Real Force, I think. Or RF87
or
or
a Real
HHKB.
Force. Yeah. I think a Real Force or HHKB.
Yeah. Topra is in the perfect middle ground, I think.
Basically, any keyboard that might have a Norbauer housing. Basically, any of those boards.
Here's the thing.
That's true.
The way I see it, most Topra boards are fine stock for if you get any of the new ones for most people, but at the same exact time, they're also extremely like customizable in terms of lubing, switching out sliders.
Magic Force is.
and all
I
this other
guess
stuff.
Magic Force is 68. I mean, if you could put a Magic Force 68 into a slip line, then forgivable. But I don't think that's possible yet. All right. Needs to be cheaper, more common. Yeah, I mean,
if it was more available, I mean, yeah, it kind of happens. Let's do one more question.
Yeah. One more? Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Last question. Last question we have. What is the best keyboard knob?
Like the best keyboard with a knob, or the best like knob on its own?
That's what I wrote.
Oh,
best keyboard knob.
Oof.
Can I get no knob? Do I get the answer?
I'm taking answers from chat.
Okay, I have a real submission. This is gonna be a problem.
I actually don't have any.
I
don't know what to say.
This is a knob I built myself.
Like, I only know like 2 keyboards with it.
I actually built this knob myself inside as a microcontroller. I use a Dremel to make this hole for the USB micro port, and it does work.
Does it have a Pro Micro?
Yeah, it has a Pro Micro, and it actually does work.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
Yeah, because getting Salvin to machine that for you would possibly cost $200 because it has exactly one USB port.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's actually so nice.
It has 3 full functions. I can spin it clockwise, I can spin it counterclockwise, and I can click it.
Does it
Bam.
click?
Can you pull up for one?
Huey, why have you never made a video about making one of these?
Oh, true, big true.
This guy has his like own nice knob thing, and like nobody
and
else
he's out
knows
here
about
saying
it.
nobody should buy a keyboard with knobs, but if you have just a knob, that's okay.
He's just
okay.
like, I got the best knob.
Hey, audio
Believe me.
interfaces with knobs, completely fine. Keyboards with knobs, nah.
Is a keyboard a human interface?
Not an audio interface. Humans, as long as I checked, we don't have knobs on us. We are not as knob compatible.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I think it might be too early to call that, or too late.
Oh man, knobs are a no go.
Yeah, from the guys.
Standalone knobs like the CU7 are kind of sick. Yeah, I agree. I think standalone knobs can have function because you could use them for like any application, right? Instead of like it having to be on the board. So like, it would take so much real estate. Yeah. I think like small things are good, like small pads with a knob or whatever. I think that's fine. Nipples or knobs? Hot take. Okay. Let's move on. All right.
And with that bombshell.
With that, beep 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 beep. Oh,
All right.
Do you guys hear that? That in the distance? That beep 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 beep. Because
No,
it looks
that-
like
is that
we
from
have
your side?
You.
Yeah, it's from me because it looks like we have some breaking news. Oh god, this is gonna be so cringe.
This morning, chaos echoed around the world as replies shot out across multiple group buys and interest checks. Tensions are at an all-time high. For more, I'm joined with our analyst, Huberto.
At approximately 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, barrages of comments were detected and they have launched and struck many group buys and interest checks across the internet. The group, known as ISOR, has claimed responsibility for these comments. The surprise attack took place during ISOR's designated afternoon tea. Heavy breathing and rapid typing were reported by observers prior to the comments.
Do you mean the ISOR?
No, ISOR. Formalized in 2009 upon the passing of the 9995 ISO standard, ISOR has only recently radicalized to take a stance against ANSI ideologies.
So what exactly does this radical group want?
During the crossfire of comments today, ISOR has called for greater representation of ISO layouts on keyboards around the world. In one of their proclamations, they stated, "It's our desire to see more ISOR on our keyboards. We want to see more ISOR on the keyboards around the world. If it's a 60%, 65%, TKL, or even 40%, we aim to make it an ISOR." The sister groups of ISOR, known as ISO ESP and ISO DE, have denounced these comments and stated they do not believe these are the appropriate steps toward a peaceful and cooperative ISO integration.
Does ISOR have any allies?
ISOR has found a new ally in the NCF, the Numpad Coalition Front, who has seen stiff economic sanctions in the form of occasionally being not included in base kits. The NCF has not made any comments on ISOR's actions this morning.
Do you think there are going to be any retaliatory strikes from interest checks and group buys?
Typically, ISOR comments are responded to with quick precision strikes, such as, "Look at your ISO kit numbers," "CACW," "Can you even make MOQ?" and famously, "No."
Do you think this will embolden other extremist groups?
Well, the 40s United Cooperative Cabal have been active for some time and have even proposed a steadfast alliance with ISOR, but ISOR has continually denied any kind of cooperation or alliance with the fuck. We'll be keeping a close watch on this as it develops.
Thanks, Huberto, for the information for today's breaking news. Now, back to the studio.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, now that we're back to the studio, that was welcome back, everyone.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
That was interesting news. I didn't know that was happening.
Crazy things happen around the world all the time, you know. Yeah, that was definitely some chilling news from all around the world. But speaking of chilling news, let's move on to our next segment, and let's begin the cool board. Bam! Look, I'm so lazy. We're not even switching to a different scene. It's just going to be on the same display. Totally because I didn't just make this, a few minutes ago. But hey, Hugo, what's the first item we have today on the cool board?
The very first keyboard is going to be the IS0, Black Simon's finest creation to date.
Okay. How cool is this? Diego, you have one.
Wow, can't believe we've had a trader on the inside the whole time.
So what's your take on the IS0?
Yeah, what switch did you put in there?
Yeah, it has a Nixdorf Cherry MX switch with a white stem.
Fascinating. I think this is the memeiest ISO thing possible. It is so unforgivingly ISO.
It's I mean,
It's alright.
I actually just use this for push to talk. So I just put it on the left side of my board, and I use my pinky to press it for push to talk. It's pretty useful, actually. But other than
How
that,
do you feel about the weight? Its total weight.
its total weight is I thought it was supposed to be 69 grams, right?
Yeah,
Or
unbuilt,
something like
perfectly
that?
69 grams.
Oh, I forgot to check it after the build, but yeah.
Oh, you didn't quality check it? Ooh, can't trust the
good
ice.
enough. Has USB-C. That's all
Is
I
it
can
top
ask
mount?
for.
That's a good question. Wilbur asks.
It is top mount. It is top
Mm.
mount.
Hey,
Yeah.
that makes it decent at least for a Mac.
I think this is probably better than any knob so far to date that's on a keyboard.
I would probably agree. So where are we putting this?
This goes straight into the I think this is cool. Let's do it.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
I'm okay
I
with
think it's
cool
cool.
because it takes some.
Coolish?
It takes I mean, for us. It would normally be a useless extra key that's sometimes included in our base kits, and it's finding a purpose and use for it.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
That's true.
important to
I mean,
reuse and recycle all the plastics that we get.
I mean, all these accent keys too. Like, there's so much of them.
Yeah, what am I gonna do with all these kits?
Any other comments on the IS0?
No, I think
cool
it's a neat-
Illuminati logo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what ISO is always watching. That's how we know.
Mhm. Okay, well, Diego, what's the next board that we're gonna talk about today?
The next board we have, I believe, is the JO1,
Yes.
which is actually currently on group buy.
For round 2, right?
For your round 2, yeah.
It has a pen rail, guys.
Has a pen
it's
rail.
another pen rail,
It has a pen rail.
A brass pen rail.
and it supports ISO. I don't know if that's relevant though.
It supports ISO so hard. In the first round, they didn't quality check the ANSI PCBs, and the stabs for ANSI didn't fit. So anyone who
Would you call that a design blunder?
So anyone who wanted to build it without ISO had to wait for another PCB.
Because otherwise, Anti would be an eyesore.
Good one.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's okay. I like the thought of the layout. I'll give it that. I like having.
I think it's neat. It looks pretty chunky for me. Personally, I think it's kind of too big real estate wise for me to use comfortably, but it's still a pretty cool board. I think the pen rail thing could be useful if you're like always at your desk, like writing stuff down and stuff like that.
Yeah, and who here isn't always at their desk?
I mean, with the current situation.
I think it's
You
I think
heard
it's
it here
cool.
first. The J01 is the perfect Corona keyboard.
I actually think it's pretty cool. Looks wise, it is definitely chunky, but I think the chunkiness is fine for how they have the geometries for the front, back, and sides when you're looking up from the top.
I think it goes. I don't know. I don't want to go out on a limb here, but I think it can reach into cool. I don't know if it is solid cool quite yet.
So here's the thing for me. I wish there were 2 more keys for that macro pad.
Oh, yeah,
so
most
it's, like,
definitely.
more symmetrical as opposed to having the logo there. Personally, I would rather have just
If only there was
balance the
another
sides a bit more.
keyboard that recently went off that had had a few more buttons on the left.
Yeah, so where's this
actually. Wait, so that's kind of misleading because on the
round 2 does have the
on
option
the-
for no logo and 10 keys.
Oh, okay, okay, never mind then. I probably misconstrued that then.
pretty
Okay,
sure, yeah.
I see. Yeah. Okay, so if that's the case, I would probably choose without logo and have the extra 2 keys.
Yeah, I think the extra 2 keys
I
is
would-
pretty important.
yeah,
I kind of, for me, I've moved away from separated arrow cluster, but that's just me personally. So in a way, it still is probably functionally fine.
Is it cool?
Mainly for me, it's because I'll get bothered by not having the bottom row
Yeah.
lined up.
Yeah, that
With the
would
last
kind of
few
bother me. I think it goes. I think it has to dip into meh just for that for me.
Just between Met and
That's pretty cool though. I think it's for me. It's closer to a for me. It's like a cool board.
Okay,
but I mean,
put it over here. Let's put it over here.
yeah.
For now. Not as cool
Yeah,
as the
that
IS.
looks solid. Looks good. Looks
It's a
good.
little bit in meh, a little bit in wow. Okay, cool. The third board we have today, which Diego, you can start getting out now. It is the G809009. There's a few versions of this. There's like a Way version. There's a Rooters version. Which one do you have?
So I actually have a version produced by GMK.
Ooh.
So this is made by GMK. It's the Wytek. It's a Y Technologies like 909 inspired board. It has a working, so I have it with a working power supply. I can actually type on this. And it basically has, like, this is the F row, and basically has, I mean, so supposedly these are supposed to be like programmable, but I don't think I found out how to do it yet. There's like a GitHub that is kind of dedicated to figuring out that kind of stuff out. But the guy who was working on it's been busy. But yeah, basically this whole main part works normally, and the rest of the stuff has some programmability to it. But I'm not entirely sure how to work all the different functionality aspects of it. But it's a pretty cool board. I mean, like, it's huge. Look at this.
I mean, like, if half your keys are stolen with ISO, you're gonna need that much more space.
yeah. I mean, it does have an ISO enter though. I mean, it's more like a ISO. It's like a US. It's like a, what is that? It's like
Converted
US,
ISO.
Yeah, like a US layout, but with an ISO enter. So that's basically what it is.
Interesting.
The American ISO.
The American
rare
ISO,
breed.
the Freedom ISO, the only ISO we think is acceptable.
I mean, I think most all versions of this board are extremely iconic, and for me to be a wow, just in like looks.
Yeah, that's
For me, it's close to a wow. It also
This is a
it also
wower.
comes with really good MX clears.
I think
so,
here's a question: is if you saw this at a meetup or like fresh, you would honestly say wow, even if you weren't totally interested in getting the board.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just from the sheer
Yeah.
girth of how this keyboard looks.
Yeah, I mean, I can type on this if you guys want it.
Do it.
It's fine.
Do it. It's okay.
Do it. Okay, let me do this really.
Okay, quick redo by the way.
Sounds like MX clears.
Yeah, those are some.
Sounds like MX clears.
Those are authentic MX clears. For people who saying it's scuffed, no, that's just what they sound like.
That's just the sound of history.
Yeah, it's a sound of history. Yeah, you want to block out history by changing it? You can't do that. You can't rewrite the books.
Okay, we have one last topic for today, and Hugo, this is one that you wanted to bring out because you're like, this. If
We can't miss it.
Yeah, if we're covering these three. This is the fourth one that we have
This
to
is the
cover.
This is introducing the Borsodorf, aka Salvin's first produced board that has finally reached the public. Just kidding. I'm sure he's produced other things. This is the 660 layout, but with an ISO slapped onto it, with the reverse koala curve on top. Salvin C 100%. Does this make it an instant wow? Because Salvin made it.
The board has a pretty cool curve on the side. Like,
I think it has a really, really good looking side profile. Like, for keyboards that have curves, this is probably one of the hottest ones.
I mean, it's inspired from the AEK, right? So speaking
yeah,
of
it's
AEKs,
basically in AEK 660.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh,
so
this
you can
is the
imagine
first party
660 would
ever
be like cut out. Yeah.
Oh, I totally guessed. Bad layout? I don't know if
I don't like the
kind of
660. I'm not a big fan of the 660 layout. I understand that sentiment.
I mean,
some
I'm
people-
not a fan
some
of the
people like it,
660
but
either. I like it with at least 4 buttons on the nav cluster. But man, I think the guy who milled it out is super cool, and that gives it extra bonus points.
Yeah, that's a very
Machine
fair
goes
assessment.
burr.
Machine goes burr. Yeah.
Okay,
I think. Where do you want to put this?
I don't.
Because it looks really good, even though like the layout isn't the most optimal.
I think it's cool. I just don't know if it's cooler than history.
So the question is it cooler than the ISO and the JO1, like, compared to those?
What do you guys think?
Do I? Go ahead.
I would put it between the two.
Ooh, I don't know. I think it's pretty close to the ISO. The ISO.
So this is gonna get up to Simon's head. He's gonna be like, "Look."
Yeah,
only
if
one
Simon gets to be
keypad."
top 2 in this episode, I don't know if that's okay. His ego will literally encapsulate all of the Middle East. I'm not sure if we're okay with another superpower. Yeah, this has to. Yeah, no.
I mean,
can we tie the ISO with the board?
imagine thinking that Simon matters. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, I think the Blunder can go equal to the ISO then, in terms of coolness.
You don't think it's cooler than the IS0?
I think it is cool. I think it's cooler
Then it's
than
cool.
the
Then why would you want it to
A01.
tie?
Oh, that's true.
If you
Hold on,
think
let me give it.
This is the cool board. I feel like you just
This is-
you're just
You're right.
answered yourself.
You know what? For pure aesthetics, I think it looks much better. I'll give it that, and it's probably more functional than the ISO. I mean, if you're using ISO for just push to talk, that's about as 100% usage you can get out of it. You can't even turn the ISO to get knob function.
Part of me thinks we should have discussed ahead of time. Maybe because we chose 4 things and there's 4 categories, we should have done like a Marry Fuck Kill version where one board has to be yikes, one has to be meh, one has
That's
to be
so
cool, one has
ruthless.
to be wow.
Okay, wait. On 3, we'll say which one's yes. Okay?
No, wait, they're
How about
already
that?
arranged in order though.
Oh, you have to make. Oh, yeah, we already did it. Unfortunate. That's true.
So it would be the one. Oops! Stop sucking all of it. I just want to suck one of it. There we go.
This is the CNN level. Oh, look at the percentage difference. You zoom up on the graph and you don't show the 0 anymore.
There we go.
Just add boards that never ship to the cool board. And there we go. We have it here, folks. History takes first place yet again.
History takes. You got
Man,
to
I know
learn from your
that's
past
right.
in order to move on to the future. You know what I'm saying?
Oh god.
Speaking of moving on, right before we get on with the show, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be right back, everyone, with this quick commercial break. Hell's Workshop, where the best enthusiasts square off in Hugo Ramsey's workshop. It's the red team versus the blue team.
Okay, blue team, I need 1 half plate TKL polycarbonate.
While on the red team, the pace picks up.
Well, don't just stand there. How long? I need 260s. Yes, Mac. 260s. Firing. 7 minutes.
Now it's time to judge the blue team's keyboard.
1 TKL here, Mac. Yeah. And what plate is it? It's a full plate TKL. Fuck, I grabbed the wrong plate. God damn it. Yeah, I asked for a full plate? A full plate. A full plate TKL. No, I asked for a half plate. Come on, I asked for one simple job and you guys can't even get that right. Desolder it and resolder it now! Isaac again? How do you pick the wrong plate? It's like labeled, man. What are you doing?
Back on the red team, disaster is brewing.
260s, done. Walking, Mac. Wait a minute. Oh, come here. All of you, come here. What is this? Look at these joints. Oh, no cone, no shape, it's dull. These are raw joints. I've seen ice cubes used for hotter joints. It's raw. It's fucking raw. Really? You didn't even check the temp of your iron, bro? Come on, man. That's like step 1. 260s firing. Oh, don't just stand there. How long? 260s. 6 minutes. Who even fucking cares? No one's gonna see these joints anyway. What did you say? That no one's gonna see them? Oh, guess what? I saw them. Everybody here saw them. And if that's gonna be your attitude, pack up your iron and get out. That's bullshit, okay? I tested every single one of those pads, okay? They all work. Who's gonna fucking open it and look at the joints? Come on, it doesn't even matter. This is bullshit, man. This is fucking bullshit. Unbelievable. Useless donkeys.
That just happened.
All right, and welcome back to the studio, everyone. It's now time for Keyboard of the Month, where we find our favorite keyboards from the last month that we're the most excited for. That they haven't started. They might be in group buy, but they haven't delivered yet. And to start it off, I, obviously, the best taste here, picked the best keyboard of this month. You could even say that keyboard is timeless. It's the Time 80 Reforged.
Really, Hugo? The Time 80 Reforged?
Really? Okay. Wait, what's that? Come on.
Really? Like, remember when we talked about this show? The show's supposed to be nice. You can't have extended jokes like that. Okay, so what board are you actually covering today for your board of the month?
Oh no, seriously, that was it. I picked it.
I mean, it would be prime and really timeless if it had Dual Chart 5 on it.
Big true. Well, if you're gonna
Big
pick,
true.
if you're gonna pick the Time 80 for your board of the month, I guess I only have one competitor, which is whatever Diego's gonna pick. But I'm going to pick the Type K for my board of the month. How about you, Diego?
I actually chose the Prime Keyboard / AIO3 collaboration called the Meridian. It's like a 60% ergonomic layout board. It has some differences from other ergo boards like it.
Oh, is it like tented?
It's of course inspired like it's not tented.
Speaking of boards that are tented, though, come on, Type K. I chose it as my board of the month, and it's not releasing this month. It's just something I saw this month that I thought was the best of this month. Basically, an Alice layout with some minor adjustments, them being, having the extra key on the nav on the side. Unfortunately, changing that small right shift to a ISO size small right shift. But it is tented, so it's probably going to feel and look pretty good. I'm pretty excited. Nice steel back. Polycarb on the bottom as well as a thing. Mixing and matching those materials. I'm honestly pretty excited with it. It's gonna have, it's gonna be straight to purchase with a certain amount through Hugokeys, and I think it looks great. But speaking of looking great, Hugo, the Time 80 ain't looking so great. Why did you choose it? Why
Wait, it looks great. What do you say?
Okay,
Come on,
tell me why you chose it.
The back piece is pretty good looking. Okay, yeah, it could be scuffed. We'll see how the machining works. But honestly, I think it's pretty interesting. Like they did the top and bottom split plate down the middle. I think that's unique, different. It's challenging. History. No more one-piece plates. Okay, this is a new two-piece.
I mean, I like the simpler look of the Meridian. Like it just has the engraving. It says Meridian. It's nice and simple. No need to worry about like the weights and all that stuff. That situation can just go, or if you're gonna put weights, like put them on the inside and be done with it. I think there's so much going on for the time that I don't know. And for the Type K, for me, like the thing about Type K that, for instance, like I thought was I was like, I wish that could be a little different, was like the seam between the weight and the case. Whereas like in the Meridian, you have a completely seamless case. The Type K has that like weight division. It's kind of like the LZ physics.
I mean, it's kind of like it's his signature style, the Louis Vuitton style,
like the 7V.
Yeah, yeah, much like the 7V.
Yeah.
The Meridian has nice equal blockers. I will give it that. The Meridian has more. I think it has nicer blockers than Type K.
Yeah, so I actually compiled a image album that I'm gonna post in chat for the Prime KB. But basically, it's all the images on there and like some of the features are written down. But like comparing honestly, in this comparison, I'll only compare the Type K and the Meridian because obviously they're way better, and it's not just another TKL. And it's something completely.
This community was built
different.
off the back of TKLs.
They actually changed things too. Like so for instance, like in the Type K, like the novelty of it is really the two things: the change layout. So like the Type K has like a different layout on the right and the left, like compared to like the Alice, let's say. Whereas in the Meridian, it uses like 1.25U bottom row pieces, like keys. And it's more like a 60% than like the Alice is. Like it doesn't have that macro column on the left. And so I personally think that the Meridian pretty much consolidates what big 60% people would like on a board like the Alice without it having to be as big as the Alice. And the Type
Rude.
K is like pretty, like with the tent and everything, it's pretty big. So like I think it's more so like closer to like the people who are more like about like 65% almost.
I mean, it's basically a 65 without
yeah.
arrows.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. For me, like that tent looks beautiful on the Type K. Okay, let's real quick. Time 80. The only thing that Time 80 can win is the most improved award. That's the best you're going.
True.
That's the best you're gunning for.
Wait, oh come on, man! You're selling yourself short, and you're selling.
I'm
me
not even
short.
selling
Come
myself
on.
short. The Type K is beautiful. I love how the back tucks.
Is the Type K not the most improved Alice layout?
No, actually.
Oh,
I would say
wouldn't
it's
that be
probably
like?
not.
I mean, that could be like a different board that we haven't talked about.
I mean,
but that could be like
the Type
Sagittarius,
K has some
which is completely
differences. I mean,
different.
based off the prototype, for example, the 2 key isn't raised like on the Alice. Same with the minus dash key. So there's some still small creative adjustments that Gawk made on the Type K. While I don't think some of the changes are the best, like changing the right shift size for small right shift, I still think overall it has like the most offered to the table, with Meridian coming in at a close second. Something about Meridian's overly symmetricalness kind of throws me off.
I mean, but I like that though. It's like you just get a base kit, like a GMK or EPPT, whatever base, and like it just works right off the bat. Like you don't need extra compact.
Ukis, the 3 1.25 Ukis in the lower right, I don't think that looks good.
Okay. I can see
yeah,
that.
I think that's fair.
I think that's probably one of the worst looking parts.
You could map that part as arrow keys.
But why would you?
I swear, I've heard of people who do that. They like basically have like a Sangan bottom row, right, or like a 7U bottom row, and then they map like the split right shift and the
split right
3
shift
keys on the
and
left, because on the right that they don't use, they use it as arrows. I'm like, huh. Okay.
Yeah,
cool,
right
good for you.
shifters can get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who uses right shift? I think that's like
who uses it.
Typing.
And then and the thing about like that I did like, for instance, about the Time 80 was the plate thing. It has like split plate, right?
I think it's unique. I think it's very
business going
different.
on. It kind of reminds me of that Matrix 65% that had like a split inside versus the
I
outside.
understand
It
what
had
you
like it was like the one with the hydraulics, with the air tubes. But yeah, so that's kind of cool of the Time 80. But other than that, it's still like a TKO with a fancy weight.
I mean, between the Meridian and the Type K, if I had to choose, I don't know if I would just be able to choose one, because I would really still want both, honestly. But if I had to pick one, I guess I would lean to the Type K, to be honest. I think the triple blocker on the right side, or the triple 1.25, it's just too much for me.
One thing that's good about the Meridian though is the price. It's supposed they're saying it's gonna be under 350, which is really good.
Yeah, that is very, very true. I'll
Yeah,
give the
and
Meridian
that's
that.
and it's like stock. You don't even have to wait for it. You'll just have to buy it. So
That's true.
they're gonna be in stock units for less than 350. Like that's really, really good.
Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
glad
And
that
it's
more
gasket
people
mount.
are moving toward
2020 gasket mount is the way, right?
Yeah, that's right. Heard it here first, folks.
Type K also going to be sold in stock, but probably going to be
Limited.
More expensive.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, but like I said, honestly, for me, the reason I picked it because I think that tent provides the most of all the keyboards I've seen this month. We've all seen plenty of Alice style boards, Alice clones, but adding a tent to it, while that seems like the most common, like why hasn't anyone done it sooner? I'm happy someone's finally freaking doing it.
Yeah, and we can now remove the tent in your wallet that's been asking, begging to leave, begging to be freed.
I'm just checking. Does the Fox Lab board have any like RGB kind of things? Because I was just comparing the three.
I mean, it does have a full polycarb version.
Like I know in the Meridian there's a 3 RGB indicators. It's kind of similar to the Prime E. It's like they're like right at the corner, kind of inconspicuous. And the Type K has it on the lower left corner, but it's like a bar, I think. It has a like 1.2 OG sort of look, with the bar.
Yeah, I think it. I don't know if it celebrates RGB in quite the same way.
Yeah, I think it's mostly focused on the weight system.
On the clock. Yeah.
On the non-functional
Yeah.
clock that you
Hey.
can't see unless you flip your board.
Hey, I just want to point out how many keyboards you have on your shelf that are non-functional right now because they're not plugged in.
Well, they
I'm
can
just
be.
kidding.
That clock could never be functional. That's the
I know.
downside.
I mean, mine doesn't have to be on the shelf to be non-functional.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Oh baby. What does chat think? Does chat have any comments?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
on
know.
the
What does
keyboards of
chat
the month?
think?
Out of the three we brought up,
If you guys had to pick between the three,
look, there's just no other 60. There's just no other.
someone saying the time logo lights up the
little
right
red
above the
dot.
arrow cluster.
The front one.
The logo apparently.
That's
So
Yeah, I think that's
cute. Obnoxious.
that's kind of neat.
Hey,
Someone's mentioning the Valhalla by Noxery, which I think was going to be similar to like a. Oh no, wait, that's different. I thought it was the one that was similar to like a.
oh man, we're getting
5000.
type votes.
Type K's in the
Unbelievable.
chat, baby. Type K's in the
Oh
chat.
my god,
Here
I get
we
it.
go.
I get it. It's his channel. You don't want to get banned. Hey, you can DM me in the private. That's all right. I understand. I got it.
I know. I'm just here, being a guest and stuff.
Yeah. Type K is gross AF. Conan dreaming. Others are meh. Woo! That's a spicy one.
Hot
I don't even
take.
think it's gross. I don't even think it's gross. I think Type K is pretty sick.
I think Type K is pretty sick. Yeah.
I should not have unbanned Hugo.
I should not have unbanned Hugo.
Wow, unbelievable.
Damn, Hugo, your mods are savage.
Wow, your mods are out of control. Get them in line. All right, get them in line.
Oh boy.
Get him into Hell's Kitchen.
Get him,
I think-
into Hell's Workshop. Well, let's see if he
Hell's
can
Workshop.
cook under pressure.
Yeah, I'm going by chat. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Type K is probably the winner.
Keyboard of the month for.
Dude, Huey took Type K when we were writing this. Huey was like, Type K, mine. And then we were all like, oh man, what are we gonna find? Oh man, what am I gonna pick? Unbelievable.
You willingly chose the Type 80. I told you several times, like, hey, are you sure? Like,
Someone has a good point though. None of these were even on my radar to be keyboard of the month because it's true. The Meridian is gonna be in stock late in the year, and Type K, I don't think it's gonna be in stock this month, right?
Yeah. No, not this month.
Enemy's friend. Actually, when you say none of these were in your radar, you're feel free to submit what you thought was in your radar this month.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, we're just here to bring up what we thought was interesting.
Like, yeah, in the past month, like we're talking about boards that have been brought up as interest checks in the past like month-ish.
Yeah, not coming out
or like relevant. Yeah, and they're like relevant, most relevant in discussion this past month. But I mean, I suppose people are probably gonna be thinking about what boards are gonna be like on group buy or on like in stock like this coming month or something. Obviously, that's what you would be thinking about.
It's kind of hard for us
if
to.
you're about to purchase something. So it's
Yeah,
hard,
it'd be
it's hard to time those though because it's not like always public info when something's gonna go live or whatever. So
I don't think the Pandora makes it. If you're wondering about that, I don't know if I would include the Pandora.
Pandora, please.
I mean, also,
I personally am not huge on the Pandora, but more specifically aesthetic reasons for me. Like the sides are open, like the curve is a bit.
The knob
aggressive
is
for
kind of
me.
weird. I think the knob is in a really weird spot. I'm not a fan of it.
I don't know what I would use it for. I think that's the only thing.
It has a knob, so I don't care.
Like maybe like volume, but I already use volume control with something else, so it's kind of like I'm not sure what I would replace it with. Yeah.
The thermal has been out of discussion. It is in production.
The thermal plus is what people are saying, which is I think what they're trying to
Is
say.
this a leak?
65%. Is this a leak?
Yeah,
But
we're getting
we're
leaks
still
all
waiting
over
for
the-
thermal 60%. Though.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you
Yeah,
announce
so-
the sister board if the first one hasn't come out?
Yeah, here you go. All right. So
I think
why
we
we
can
talk
wrap it
about
up now,
knobs?
then. Yeah.
Is it because there's 3 knobs on the screen? Okay, Pudsey.
Pudsey, yeah, instant ban. Where's my mod?
Someone ban this man.
Literally unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. He didn't even get the intro. That was his 2 seconds of fame. Gone with the wind.
Yeah. Gotta be. Yeah, you don't want to be another. It's Isaac's fault.
Remember, don't be a hot take Isaac, okay? Don't be a react Isaac.
He missed all the parts that are relevant to him on this episode.
Oh man,
everyone.
Speaking of this episode, let's start wrapping it up because this is aimed to be a show that's very short, despite taking a month to make. We'll see you guys all next month for our next episode. Every last Saturday of the month.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, you signed on the last 2 weeks. It's kind of unprepared.
It's been busy.
So for people who are not in the know, this show is going to be airing once a month, the last Saturday of every month. Specific time, we'll try to have it around this time for Pacific 7 Eastern-ish, but that might shift depending on our schedules. But just last Saturday of every month, you'd expect an episode with us, expecting live segments, little bits that you guys saw earlier. Hopefully they'll be less.
What do you mean? I saw commercials and news. I don't know.
Commercials.
Those are all real to me.
Yeah, those happen. Those are pretty crazy. But hey, we did want to give some special thanks to a few people, didn't we?
Yes. Extra special thanks for everyone who pitched in pretty last minute for our intro clips on why we love keyboards.
Thank you to Alex Odos.
Thank you to Biso Romy.
Thank you to my friend Chongosaurus.
Thank you to Mr. Dixie of Dixie Mac.
Thank you to Galarsis.
Thank you, Keone.
Thank you, Kimchi Jody Boy.
Big thanks to Lube Master Krellbit.
Of course, big thanks to our Bob Ross of Keyboards, Max F.
Big thanks to Mr. Ryan Norbauer, classy as always.
Big thanks to Mr. Render himself, Oblotsky.
Big thanks to our favorite React Isaac, Pudsey.
Big thanks to Tiny as well.
And special big thanks to Zero Apocalypse.
And that's
thank you, everyone.
Episode. Yeah. This is a good time. I hope you guys all enjoyed the content. If you guys have any feedback, feel free to just let us know in our respective Discord channels or on Keep Talk if someone remembers to make the thread about it. We'll have the.
If you want to pitch in to questions from a hat too,
we will be pivoting questions from a hat to questions from a chat soon enough. Although I'm not sure if the quality of questions will remain the same, but it is worth a try.
Perfect. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Feel free to catch the VOD on my Twitch channel. We may either put the YouTube VOD on my channel or make a new channel for Keyboards Tonight TBD. So keep your eyes out on that. We'll keep everyone notified of things that are happening. Thank you everyone once again.
Thanks for having me.
All in the next episode. We'll see you all next month. Bye now.
See everyone.
Bye. To both of you guys, I didn't do the credits because I didn't have enough time.
All right.
So, I guess I should actually do the credits then. Producers: Hugo, Manofinterests, Diego. Executive producers: Hugo, Huey, Diego. Writers: Hugo, Huey, Diego. Actors: Hugo, Huey. That's pretty much it.
Thank you to our special thanks to Huey for doing all the video editing. Special thanks to Diego for doing script editing with us. Big thanks, and we'll hope to see you guys next month. Same time, same place. All right.
And going offline now.
Thank you. Maybe see you then.